Welcome to Minutes World. Today we are going to see about the Lashan Giant Buddha. The Lashan Giant Buddha is a 71 meter 233 feet tall stone statue, built between 713 and 803 during the Tang dynasty, depicting Maitreya. It is carved out of a cliff face of Cretaceous red bed sandstones that lies at the confluence of the Min River and Dadu River in the southern part of Sichuan province in China, near the city of Lashan. The stone sculpture faces Mount Ami, with the rivers flowing below its feet. It is the largest and tallest stone Buddha statue in the world, and it is by far the tallest pre-modern statue in the world. The Mount Ami Scenic Area, including Lashan Giant Buddha Scenic Area, has been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1996. The Lashan Giant Buddha is located at the Lingyun Mountains Qifeng Peak. Qifeng Peak is located at the junction of the Minjiang River, Qingyi River, and Dadu River. Other than the Lashan Giant Buddha, the Dangxia landform also contains abundant history and cultural connotations, such as cliff tombs and cliff dwelling. The Mahav cliff tombs at the Lashan Giant Buddha Scenic Area were built in the Ha dynasty, indicating ancient local residents' living habits. Construction started in 723 AD, led by a Chinese monk named He Tong. He hoped that the Buddha would calm the turbulent waters that plagued the shipping vessels traveling down the river. When funding for the project was threatened, he is said to have gouged out his own eyes to show his piety and sincerity. After his death, however, the construction was stuck due to insufficient funding. The statue was only completed from the shoulders up at the time. Several years later, He Tong's disciples continued work on the statue with financial support from a local official named Zhangchu Jiangxing. He Tong's disciples continued the construction until the knees, when construction was halted because Zhangchu Jiangxiang was called to work at the royal court in Chang'an. About 70 years later, Jiedushi Wei Gao decided to sponsor the project, and the construction was completed by He Tong's disciples in 803. By the beginning of the Northern Song dynasty, the Lashan Giant Buddha had been damaged, the body was covered in moss, and the wooden pavilion had collapsed. During the reign of Song Renzong, the giant Buddha was repaired once on a large scale and the wooden pavilion was rebuilt. Since then, the records of the destruction and reconstruction of the Buddha have been missing, and the original temple, Lingyun Temple, had been destroyed by war many times. Apparently, the massive construction resulted in so much stone being removed from the cliff face and deposited into the river below that the currents were indeed altered by the statue, making the water safe for passing ships. A sophisticated drainage system was incorporated into the Lashan Giant Buddha when it was built. It is still in working order. It includes drainage pipes carved into various places on the body, to carry away the water after the rains so as to reduce weathering. When the giant Buddha was carved, a huge 13-story wood structure, similar to the one at the Rongxian Giant Buddha, was built to shelter it from rain and sunshine. This structure was destroyed and sacked by the Mongols during the wars at the end of the Yuan dynasty. From then on, the stone statue was exposed to the elements. At 71 meters 233 feet tall, the statue depicts a seated Maitreya Buddha with his hands resting on his knees. His shoulders are 28 meters wide and his smallest toenail is large enough to easily accommodate a seated person. There is a local saying, "The mountain is a Buddha, and the Buddha is a mountain." This is partially because the mountain range in which the Lashan Giant Buddha is located is thought to be shaped like a slumbering Buddha when seen from the river, with the Lashan Giant Buddha as its heart. This 71 meters 233 feet statue, carved in the Lingyun mountain, is the biggest and tallest stone Buddha statue in the world. Only the modern Great Buddha of Thailand, made of concrete, is taller. Lashan Giant Buddha's hair is composed of 1021 spiral curls embedded in his head that measures 14.7 meters 48 feet in height and 10 meters 33 feet in width. His ears, capable of holding two people inside, are 7 meters 23 feet long. He has 5.6 meter 18 feet long eyebrows, 8.3 meters 27 feet long fingers, 24 meters 79 feet wide shoulders, and a 5.6 meter 18 feet long nose. His mouth and each of his eyes have a width of 3.3 meters 11 feet. His instep, that is around 8.5 meters 28 feet in width, can hold about 100 people, and his smallest toenail can fit one seated person. This statue is 10 stories high, which can be compared to the size of the Statue of Liberty if Buddha stood upright. Buddha's body is placed in a symmetrical posture and the proportions of his various body parts are proportioned in accordance with the Buddharupa requirements of a statue. It has a calm form, which conforms to the Tang dynasty statue style. Thanks for watching, subscribe my channel and share my videos.